If you are new to the channel, then subscribe the channel and press the bell icon for further notification. Okay student, welcome you all to this new lecture of analog electronics. So today we will be solving 5 questions starting from question number 21. So 21, 22, 23, 24 and 25. Okay, then let's try to solve these questions. Okay, so if we come to question number 21, what is asked in question number 21? The IV characteristics of the diode in a circuit is given below, where I is equal to this much and V is given. A equation of this format is given. If V is greater than this, then this. Okay, so if obviously you can see V will be greater than 0.7 because this current will flow and some drop will be there, and then you can think this is at forward biased. So if I take the KVL across it, then let me calculate what is the I here, and then I can easily find what will be the V across it, whether my assumption was correct or not. So for that, what you will do, we will take a KVL across this. What will be the KVL? It will be minus 10 plus 1K into I, then this plus V is equal to 0. So in terms of V, what they have given, I is equal to V minus 0.7 by 500. So from here you can put this value of I here, you can calculate V from this one equation. So, and once you know V, then you can find this is 1000. So I will be equal to V minus 0.7 by 500 plus V equal to 0. So it will be 3.8 volt. So now you can see obviously V is greater than 0.7, so my assumption is correct. So I will be equal to 3.8 minus 0.7 by 500. Your answer will be 6.2 milliampere. A voltage of 1000 sin omega t volt is applied across YZ. Assuming the ideal diodes, the voltage measured across WX, what will be the voltage measured? That's what they are asking. Now if you see, if I apply a 1000 volt over here, and if I take the positive half, so this is plus, this is minus. So if this is minus, then you can see obviously this diode will be reversed bias, and positive terminal is connected here, so it will be also reversed bias. You can remove these two, and you can think, you can remove all these four, and you can put, if you put one by one, if you put it here, so if you remove this one, this side will be positive, this side will be positive. So obviously this diode will be reverse bias, this diode will also be reverse bias. So during positive half cycle, all four will be reverse bias, so no current will flow through it, so there will be no voltage. Assuming the ideal voltage, the voltage difference, voltage measured across this will be 0 voltage. Okay, so if you go for now negative half, so negative half, this will be minus, now this will be plus. Now once this is negative, this positive, then this is positive, means again these two terminal you can think of, they are forward biased, and here also they are forward biased, and if you see all are forward biased, then it also satisfies, because if this is forward biased, then this minus volt will appear here, this plus volt, so it will make it positive forward bias. Similarly, it is, if this is also forward bias, then minus will also come, plus will also come, so it will be forward bias. Similarly here, the plus will come here, minus will come here. So one by one, if I make on, then other four will be on. So it is justified that all four can be on at a time. If I make it on, then this is also on. If I make it on, then this is on. If I make it on, like the ways I told you, the cases we think, we keep one by one. Suppose D1, D2 both are on, then you have to think one by one. Give D1 on, check whether D2 is on. If D2 is on, then give D2 is on, check D1 is on. So ultimately we check that all four are on. So all four are on means what will be the case now? So this voltage and this voltage all will be at same potential, because on means it is a single line only. Because it is simple line, it will be a short circuit path only. So you can find it is a simple path and all are at same potential. So what will be the difference between W and X? It will be 0. You can see, because this is a simple short path, same line only, nothing is in between them. So whatever voltage here, it will be same at along this path, because this path is a short circuit path. So W and X, the voltage will be always 0, because in positive half also 0, because no one was conducting. In negative half all are conducting, that's why it is 0. Okay, next 23, what they are asking in 23, in the circuit shown below, the knee current of the Zener diode is 10 milliampere. To maintain 5 volt across this, the minimum value of RL in ohm and the minimum power rating of the Zener diode in megawatt respectively. Okay, so minimum value of RL. So what is the knee current unit? 10 milliampere. So 10 is the minimum current that has to flow to Zener. Okay, and what is the current flow through this? What will be the current flow through this? I load. So I load is equal to your 5 by RL, because the voltage should be at 5 voltage, and what is the IZ, that Zener voltage through this Zener, that minimum voltage it should be 10 milliampere. Okay, and then what is the source current? This I, this is IZ, this is, and this is suppose I. So what is the current coming from this? This is 100 minus 5 by, this is 100 minus, this voltage is 100, this voltage is 5, sorry, 10 minus 5, 10 minus 5 divided by 100. So this is my I. So I is equal to 0.05. So once you know this one, so this should be equal to your 5 by RL plus 10 milliampere. This is fixed. So this is the minimum current that has to flow. So you can see for minimum value of RL. Now if you increase RL, then this current can increase. There is no issue. If you increase RL, then I load will decrease. This will decrease. This current will increase. There is no issue. So what is the worst case? Worst case is that when this is, if you are reducing it, then all the currents are trying to flowing it. No current is flowing through it. So that is the worst case, because minimum I need 10 ampere to flow this. So if you take that minimum current and rest current you flow. That is the worst case. So R can be minimum up to that. If you go further R, then more current will flow through this, no current will come through it, so it will not work as a proper Zener voltage regulator. So to maintain it 5 volt, it should have take 10 ampere. So that is the worst case, RL, because if you allow RL to be more less than that, then more current will flow, that 10 ampere will not flow here. So if I fix it at 10 ampere, then let me see what is the RL. From that RL you can increase, you cannot decrease. Your RL can increase from that value. It cannot decrease. Okay. So if you solve it, you will find your RL equal to 125. That means your RL should be greater than or equal to 125. Because 125 is the minimum value. If you can increase it, you cannot decrease it. If you increase it, what will happen? Current will be less here, more current will flow here. Zener can take any amount of current, but minimum it should have this current. This is the minimum current. Maximum there is no limit. You can pass on whatever current you can. Okay, so this is the RL minimum. So from the option you can see either A or B. And what they are asking? They are asking the minimum power rating. So what is the minimum power rating? Minimum power rating, again the worst case. For what is the worst case? Worst case is that all current is passing through it. Power rating means how much power it can handle, how much maximum current it can handle. Because I told you maximum will be no limit. So obviously theoretically there will be no limit, but each and every diode has a practical wattage limit. So what will be that wattage limit? So that is again worst case. Worst case means this RL is now infinite. You have increased it so many times, so all the currents is flowing through it. So if all the currents is flowing through it, then Zener should able to handle it. So what is that then? If it is infinite, then all current will flow through it. Then that means I will flow through it. What is I? 0.05 ampere. So that's why your worst case power, that is rating, minimum power rating it should have. If it has more than that, then it's okay, and there is no problem. But minimum that should have, because you are connecting in a circuit, accidentally this RL may go out also. No load is connected. That case also can happen. So in that case also it should burn. It should not burn. So it should able to handle it. So the 5 into what is the current through it? 0.05. So it is 250 milliwatt. So that is your option B. So you think both the worst case. For RL, what was the RL minimum? Minimum this much current I should give him, and RL should be greater than that. You cannot make RL fall below that. If it fall below that, then this 10 ampere will not be maintained. And for minimum wattage, you make RL infinite, pass all the current, and see whether it can withstand or not. If it can withstand all the current through it, then I can surely connect that Zener diode in the circuit, because there will be no burnout issue. Because that is the extreme case, all current will pass through it. That is the extreme, because current will not be more than that. It can never pass this 0.05, because this is 5, this is 10 fixed. What they are asking in 24, sinusoidal AC voltage has an RMS value of this. Consider all positive values of RL. The minimum value of RL, what is the minimum value of RL? The minimum value of RS in ohm to avoid the burnout of the Zener diode. The Zener diode should not burn out. Why? Because Zener wattage is given. So this current should not increase this level, because they have fixed their current. You see what is the maximum current they have given. Power is equal to given 5 into current I, that should be equal to 1 by 4 watt. So I is equal to, they have given 1 by 20. So your Zener current, that is IZ. this current should not at any instant of time, it should not cross this one. Okay, so when you think that it will cross, because this current whatever coming from here, it will a filter is also connected. What will be the output waveform? It will be suppose something of this format, because of filter capacitor, otherwise it would have been a full wave rectifier. Because of capacitor, something of this format will come. It will come to peak and then it will discharge. Or in full wave it would have been something like this. Because of capacitor, the wave shape is something like this. So what is the peak condition? So the peak voltage that appears in that time, you can think peak current will flow through it, because RL is fixed. So RS you will be varying. So you think the worst case. When is the worst case? When the voltage is maximum. In case of maximum voltage, this current should not cross this. If the maximum voltage doesn't cross this, then the minimum voltage will not also cross this. If I make my circuit, while designing circuit, I am taking the worst case. I am considering when the maximum voltage is coming here. At that instance also, this current should not pass this. Okay, if at that instance it is not passing, then in any other instance also it will not pass. Okay, so what is that at that instant maximum voltage? What is the maximum voltage? This RMS value is given 20 by root 2. So what is the maximum voltage? 20, because V peak will be equal to V RMS into root 2. So that is 20 by root 2 into 20. So in case of when this is maximum at 20, then this current. And worst case, what is the worst case? Worst case, I will consider RL to be infinite, because no load is there, all current is passing through here. So my Zener should be able to handle it. If that case Zener is handled, I will put RS in such a way that in case of worst case also, the current should be limited in between. It should be less than 1 by 20 or equal to maximum at 1 by 20, because Zener can handle this. So what is the worst case? There is no load, all current is passing through. So that's why I am considering worst case, that is RL is infinite. I am passing all the current through it and I am checking whether Zener can handle it or not. If that case Zener handle, then it can handle every case. So what is the worst case? Voltage at maximum here minus voltage is 5 divided by RS. That is my Zener current, because these also I have considered in worst case, no RL. All current is passing through this. That is the extreme case that the Zener can handle. So this should be equal to 1 by 20. Okay, or this should be, you can think, less than or equal to 1 by 20. Maximum it can be 20. So you can think your RS should be, if you cross multiply it, RS should be greater than equal to 20 into 50, 300 ohm. So the minimum value is 300. You can go above that, there is no issue, but minimum this much should be. So in question number 25, what they are asking, assuming the diodes to be ideal in the figure, for the output to be clipped, the input voltage Vi must be outside the range. Now this is a different way of giving the question. Here they are asking input voltage. Generally input is given, then they ask what will be the output. But what they are saying, that the output has to be clipped. For that, input voltage Vi must be outside the range. So if you see this one, for clipping, clipping is happening, some voltage below that. Suppose it is clipped here, so the voltage will be something of, this is known as clipping. So my input voltage should be more than that clip voltage. Suppose it is clipped at 5 voltage. So the input voltage should be above 5, something 10, 6, so that you can say it is clipped. Here also. So that's why they are saying Vi must be outside the range. Suppose it is clipped between 5 and minus 5. It is clipped at plus 5 and here lower portion minus 5. So my input voltage should be outside that plus 5 and minus 5. It should go beyond plus 5 and beyond minus. Then you can say that it is clipped. If my input voltage is less than that, then it will never be clipped. Because once it reach 5, then this diode acts and output voltage fixed. That is the idea of clipper circuit. Because once the input voltage reach a level, then this diode gets on, so the output voltage remains fixed. So that is the idea. That's why they are saying input voltage must be outside of the range. So you can think your input voltage is very high. Yeah. So you think at what level it is clipping. You find this level of clipping and then you say input voltage should be outside that clipping. It should be more than that positive value, it should be more than that negative value. So if you see what will be the maximum value, what will be the minimum value that is coming out of here. So this diode get forward biased, because if you say whatever voltage you give, that half will also come, because first you remove these two and you see what is the voltage coming here. So if you see that Vin is divided by 2, because it is also 10, it is also 10. If you remove these two, then it is a path and equal resistance are connected, so Vi gets 2. So half of the input voltage will come here, half of the input voltage will come here. So you see, first to get it forward bias, so this voltage must be greater than this. So what is this? Minus 1. Okay, so my Vi, whatever voltage, that is Vi by 2 here coming, that is question number 25. So this Vi by 2 must be greater than minus 1. So this is my first condition, so that it get on. So once it gets on, then you will find minus 1 voltage fixed. Okay, so my Vi by 2 should be greater than 1, that means Vi should be greater than minus 2. This is one condition to make it on. Then my output voltage will be fixed at minus 1. And here they are not asking output voltage, they are asking about input only, this one only. Now to get this is on, so what should be the case? This is, you see, this is minus 2, so this should be less than minus 2. So Vi by 2 should be less than minus 2. This is during positive half cycle, this is during negative half cycle. During positive, it is going, when it is going high, it should be greater than minus 1. When it is going below, it should be less than minus 2, so that it get on. It should be, so Vi should be less than minus 4. So you can see the range of the Vi should be, so input voltage must be outside this range. That is, it should be outside of minus 2, it should be greater than minus 2 and less than minus 4. This is the range if I say. So my Vi should be outside this, here and here. It should be greater than minus 2, less than minus 4. So it should be outside this range, minus 2 to minus 4. It should be minus 4 to minus 4, because smaller to higher we generally write, there is no issue. They have written from minus 2 to minus 4. Out of this it should be Vi, because Vi should be greater than minus 2 and less than minus 4. We have seen here. So this is a different way of twisting Clipper circuit. If you like the video, then press the like button and please give your valuable comments in the comment section.